to bring you up to speed with what's been going on the 32 here lately. We talked about in one of the previous videos how we were going to be raising the wheel tubs 2 inches to gain some extra tire clearance because the car's going to set pretty low. We wanted plenty of tire travel. And we talked about how Brandon was going to be raising the wheel opening. Of course, he's got the other side raised. This side here is already raised, but we still have to blend all this in. And then we actually just bought some prefabbed wheel tubs, and one of the reasons we did that is for time management and cost effectiveness to the customer. It's not an unlimited budget, but we can buy these cheaper than we can make them for this particular situation. So Brandon's still got to cut the wheel tub down, trim all this, and fit all that to this floor. But to show you, so you know, you can see now where we are after this has been done, what still has to be done on this side. Let's go around to the other side. Now you can see where we are on this one and where we are, how finished this one is. So we did the same thing over here. It's been raised. He's got the wheel tub cut down and it's mocked up in place. He was telling me earlier today he plans on stitch welding this where the floor pan lip and the wheel tub lip come together. He'll be stitch welding it on the inside and then stitch welding it out here where it's step rolled, do a little seam sealing on it. But you can see how on this side he's got this piece handmade and blended in. He's still got a little metal work to go. Not a lot though. Brandon's pretty sharp on this stuff and it doesn't have hardly any warpage in it. Then he's got this lower corner. I don't know if you can get close to it. He's already got the body lines remade and blended back in on this. So that stuff's gonna look pretty nice. Got a little final tune on the body work. And then over here in the floor, he's done some work on the floor pans. And the floor pan was kind of out of shape, beat on pretty hard. So you can see right here on this tail end, he ended up splitting the floor pan and spreading it apart and making a little steeper radius, and that actually fits the frame better, the contour of the frame rail. And then we've got this access door that we've made here, or he did, and this allows us to get to the 4 bolts that hold the gear assembly to the frame. So if we ever have to drop that out, we can access it through here and not have to lift the body to get to those bolts. So that's kind of where we are at this project on the moment. And then once he gets this other side finished, we talked a little bit about earlier today, he's going to be starting on the gas tank, building and fabricating a battery mount, and those two will probably incorporate each other some way. But I think the customer said that, I've been grinding fiberglass. I think the customer said that he would like to have at least 20 gallons. So that's our goal for the gas tank. So that's kind of where we are today at the end of the week on this. 32 while it's nice and quiet. You can see that Brandon has got the fender hung on here. And this is the passenger side, obviously. And he's added to the fender to bring it out. This will be approximately the width tire. This is a 295/35/20. I think we're going just a little bit narrower tire, but he's also did his initial rough in on the metalwork here. Got all that done. Got the front fender, or the inner fender where it bolts on. He's got that done on it. He's working currently over here on the other side. He's finishing out the floor pan on here, giving it a lip so he'll have a pinch weld to attach to his inner fender. He's got this all mocked up. Got his Cleco holes in here. Once he gets that mocked up, he'll come in and finish building this little piece here and finish this piece off here as he did on the other side. So that's kind of where we are at the moment on this. This one's rocking and rolling pretty nice. He's been fitting the wheel tub. He's got it cut down, got it marked for his lip on the floor. He's got it marked here. So he'll Cleco it all together, then he'll come in and start welding it up. That's where we are currently on the 32. He'll have this one done in, Brandon, he's pretty fast. He'll have it done in the next couple of days. So, and for this week on the 32, Brandon's been working on the tail lights. He's got the roll pan finished out, and so the tail lights actually came in, and so he's mounting them, and he's doing an unbelievable job. So we've taken, these are the custom tail lights from Johnson's Hotrods out of Alabama, I think is where they're out of, and they're intended originally to mount to the spreader bar like a stock ones. These are just some very high classy, very nice looking tail lights. But since we've bobbed the frame and we're doing away with the tail end of it, Brandon's came in and modified the actual mount, and we're actually making it look like it comes through the body. So you can you'll come around here and you'll get a close-up of what he's actually done to this corner of the car. This is actually his second side, so you can see what he's dealing with and what he's going through. And we've modified this mounting plate. It was a lot larger and actually mounted to the spreader bar bolts. So he's got that done, but now you can come over on this side and you can see what the finished product's going to look like with the fender and everything on it. That's going to look really sexy when it's all said and done. And then the only thing we still got is a 1932 Texas license plate is what will be reissued for this car, and he has one. So we'll come in and we're gonna probably, we're thinking about Frenching it into this panel so it doesn't hang down, or we may make it where it folds, and when it's not in use, it folds up behind this, and then when it's in use, it'll fold down from here. We haven't committed on that yet, but initial thoughts is it's going to be Frenched in right here, because this customer's big into the, what are they called, the C8 Corvettes and that stuff. He's got like 5 of the C8 Corvettes in different years, and he wants it to have a not a simulated Corvette exhaust, but just that concept where we'll have a dual outlet here and a dual outlet on this side. We've already figured out how to make that work with the oval pipe through the independent rear suspension. Touch base with y'all here on the 32. We're coming to an end on the tail end of the car, getting close to it. So Brandon's got both tail lights mounted, got them modified. You can see earlier in the video where we showed you how he's mounting those, and currently what he's working on. So the customer is going to run a Texas 1932 plate, which they're longer and shorter than our current plates that we run today. He has a good set here in Texas. We can send them off and have them admitted into the state information and rerun them. So you can see here the design that he's working on. So he's made a template of a stock plate, and we're going to actually end up Frenching this in just a little bit. And then this is kind of the concept that we're thinking of on the exhaust: a dual outlet over here, oval, and a dual outlet over here, oval. And then the license plate itself will be recessed in, and a light probably up in each corner shining down. So that's currently where we are on that. And Brandon's on vacation for the next 2 weeks, so we're gonna stop on this on that for the video. But one of the things that we're mocking up, getting ready for the next step, while we were waiting on the license plate sizes to come in, he started mocking up the front sheet metal, getting ready for the next step. And this is the hood that came with the car, and he's got it mocked up. Of course, he's already got the grill shell done. That's mounted. The fenders are hung where they belong. But one of the things he was noticing on the hood is this body line. I guess they made the previous shop made another hood, and this body line is close to 1 inch lower on this side than it is on this side. This distance here to here is quite a bit different from one side to the other. And then, of course, that being said, they made the side panels to match, so they're a different height from one side of the car to the other. We're going to start from scratch, put a fresh hood on it with the belt line correct, following the correct angle, make the side panels match, so both sides will be the same. If you stand back, I don't know if you can catch that with a camera, but this distance from here to here is just shorter on this side than it is on this side. The length of the hood is correct, but so we're not going to let that go out of here. So we're going to start from scratch on the hood, make a fresh hood top, fresh set of side panels, and then make our own idea concept here on the side of it. So that's kind of where we are on this. You can see there that Anthony's working on the firewall. He's doing some final sanding. Plans are to paint that tomorrow in body color. And what else? Got the headliner and the Torino on the final sanding going on. So that's kind of what we've got done for the week on a lot of this stuff. We got some other stuff on other cars, but we'll touch base on that later. So I want to thank y'all for joining us and following us along on this project, along with the other projects. And if you haven't yet, please tell your friends. Also hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. Thank you.